FSN Radio. It's all about what's next. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and sign up for your free weekly newsletter. You'll also get 3 free reports. The Financial Survival Network. It's all about what's next.
Welcome. You are listening to the Financial Survival Network. I'm Kerry Lutz, and with us, Matt Behdjou has come back. Find his work over at AmazonSecrets.net. Matt, welcome back. And hey, got a question from Lawrence, who's an avid listener to your show. He believes that Amazon has seen its day. There's too much competition. It's too hard to find products where there isn't massive competition these days. So what say you about this?
Well, I actually love it when people say that. And the thing is that we always say that, number one, if there is no competition, you should probably avoid whatever it is you're looking to get into. We love competition because to us, it means there's a big opportunity, there's a big market, and we just got to figure out how we could stand out and differentiate ourselves to get our piece of that market. And if you look at our business and where we started, we took the path to least resistance, and that is a fact. We got into weight loss, which it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that is one of the most competitive niches you could get into on the internet. And if you didn't know that, definitely do your research on it. But most of you listening probably already know this to be true, that it's arguably the most competitive niche you could get into. And if it's not the most competitive, it's definitely one of the only ones that might be more competitive are skincare, anti-aging, that kind of stuff. It's more competitive than real estate. Like, it is the most competitive niche. And the reason I bring it up is because that's what we started with. We started in weight loss with supplements specifically. It was a brand new blend, something that never existed. We had to get approved on Amazon to sell within the health and personal care category. It was a process we had to go through. It also cost $3,000 that you have to pay Amazon just to be able to sell. So when I say we took the path to least resistance, it really isn't hype. It's the truth. And we got into, like I said, a very competitive niche that most people would say is saturated. And in fact, when Mike and I were speaking to people that are close to us and getting advice and kind of sharing what we were doing on our business, everyone was telling us that we're making a big mistake to get into weight loss, to start selling supplements, because we're competing against all these big brands and no one knows who we are and all this kind of stuff. And then we went on to do, 90 grand in our first 60 days, I think it was. And then it was 60 grand in our first 90 days. But then in the next 9 months, we did over $700,000 in sales. And the rest is history after that. So all I would say is that you actually want to embrace competition. But what you need to do is you just have to have the right expectation and have a good game plan when you're going into a niche that's competitive. And so one of the things that you can do that is, number one, it's with your branding and your packaging and how it's all about the perception of your product. And there are ways you can increase the perceived value of your product by making better images than the competition, creating better packaging. Maybe you add something like an ebook, or you add, I don't know, like let's say you're selling, for example, barbecue grill mats. Maybe you'll include some type of a product that you could get cheap that would also be another barbecue accessory that you include to increase the perception of the package so that it seems like they're getting something better, they're getting something more. So that's number one, what you can do to address the concern if you think it's too competitive, is figure out how you could stand out by branding yourself. And then another thing is the customer experience. And so it's like the Apple effect. If you think about when you get an iPhone and you get that box, when you come home, you open the box, well, for me at least it's an experience. I don't even want to throw the box away. The way everything is packaged so clean, like you could tell they put a lot of attention to detail to it, and they do it so well that for me at least, you don't ever want to throw the box away. Have you ever bought something where you've had that experience where you want to keep the box and all the packaging, or Do you just always throw everything away?
No, I always keep it. But then again, I might want to sell it on eBay at some point. But I know what you mean. I keep it. You want to ship it at some point. Some of this packaging, it's a real art form almost. Like you mentioned, the Apple packaging. I've still got the box from my MacBook Pro that's like 4 or 5 years old. I think the computer's gone, but I still have the box.
Exactly. I mean, so
it's just, you
want to think about how you could create an experience for your customers when they get the product. And there's different things that you can do as well. You don't want to just think about getting a customer one time to buy from you. You want to think about how you could make that customer buy from you over and over again. And so there are other things you could do, like putting marketing inserts in your packages. And when I say marketing inserts, again, it could be a little, 4x8 or 4x4 card that has a coupon on there that says, thank you for your business. We're a small family business. We truly appreciate you as a customer. Your satisfaction's our number one concern. If for any reason you're not happy, please let us know so we could make you become a happy customer. And just for shopping with us, we wanted to say thank you. And here's a 30% off coupon for your next order. And you could put like a little link to your store kind of thing. There's things like that you can do as well. So, and when you do those kinds of things, it's not going to get people. They have to buy from you first, obviously, in order to go through that experience. But over time, that's how you're eventually going to be able to beat out the competition, and you don't have to worry about them so much, is again with the experience you create, the packaging, the branding, the logos, throwing in extra things that are more valuable to them, but they might not cost you a lot of money. It might cost you an extra 10 cents, but to them, it changes the whole perception of everything.
And going back to packaging, you might not be able to think of packaging that was really artful, but I guarantee you remember the ones that were bad, where it looks like, what kind of garbage have they sent me? And it just really spoils the whole experience. And it's not unusual when you get from Amazon from people who are doing their own fulfillment, merchant shipments. They just want to get it out. They're not thinking about the aesthetics, your experience when you open it. And it's not unusual for them to really cut corners and really send you a package that looks like it's ready for the garbage.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, too, is that it's so easy now to just slap your label on something and then ship it to Amazon. And again, if you're listening and you've ordered on Amazon, think about how many times you've ordered a product. It comes in an Amazon box. When you open the Amazon box, the product is just in a plastic bag or it's just wrapped. Yeah. And there's nothing in it. There's no branding on it. There's no logo on it. You don't even remember the brand probably, or the company. Like it's just the product. And that's what a lot of people are doing. And so it's really easy to stand out from people like that when, again, I'll give you an example. One of our students, John Malavi, what he did, and I don't want to say what his product is, but I'll tell you this, it's a kitchen product. If you guys are a part of the Inner Circle, you'll know exactly what the product is. But the bottom line is that it's a kitchen product, and I'll give you an idea of what it's to do with. It's for people who have arthritis and they have trouble opening jars and they have trouble opening bottles, things like that. And so everyone that was selling this particular product, everyone did the same exact thing. No one had any packaging on the product. They were just literally finding a manufacturer in China, private labeling it, and sending it to Amazon. And you could tell that's what they were doing. And when he ordered products off Amazon from the competition, just to get an idea of what they're doing, that's how it came. It would just come in an Amazon box, and then it came in a plastic bag. So what he did is he spent an extra 5 cents, 10 cents to make a beautiful box for his product. He included not just the main product that everyone else was selling, but he included another piece that complements that product. So it became a kit. So instead of him just, and again, I'm not going to say the name of it because then it would be easy for you to copy him. But the point is that he ended up building a kit. It cost him an extra with the box and the extra product he added. It was maybe an extra 50, 60 cents out of his pocket, but he was able to charge $5 more. His product looked better than everyone else's. And out the gate, within 30, 45 days of launching, he was already doing $5,000, $6,000 a month in revenue selling this kit. And that's just another example. And it was super competitive, super saturated, ton of sellers popping up for it, but no one took the time to stand out. No one took the time to create an experience. No one took the time to brand it, put packaging on it where it really stood out and looked nice. And he did. And that's why he ended up dominating. And he ranks on page 1 of Amazon for the most competitive words. Like, you don't have to type in long tail keywords and get to find his product. The main keyword, and again, you may not know the difference between long tail and short tail. So I'll just give you an example. Like, let's say, for example, I sell a weight loss pill. The best keyword I could probably rank for would be something like diet pills or weight loss pills. Those are a lot harder to rank for than a long tail keyword like best diet pills for women that work, or you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot easier to rank for best diet pills for women that work than just diet pills. So that's the difference. It's just way less competitive to rank for those long tail words. And that's actually a strategy in itself where you target high volume of long tail words, because even though they don't get typed in as much, they're very detailed. And if you could rank for all the long tail words, you can get a lot of sales. But that's another podcast. But the point is, John ranks for the equivalent of his, like, what would be diet pills for his product. He ranks for that word, if that makes sense, right? So he's not in the weight loss niche. And again, I don't want to give away his keyword, but naturally, he ranks for the most competitive word. He's dominating for all these keywords. And again, it was competitive. People would say it's saturated, same exact thing. And he's killing it. And then again, just look at what we did with the weight loss niche. I mean,
we're doing it. We did it with a couple of kitchen items, or 1 million people selling them, a lot with major reviews. But, we managed to sneak right in there, get in with better marketing, nice, really great packaging. I mean, the packaging was just better than anybody else's. And
I love that you said that too. Yeah, better marketing. But I didn't mean to cut you off. Finish what you're saying.
Oh, it's okay. So yeah, I wouldn't let that be a deterrent unless there's 1 or 2 sellers that totally dominate, that have 80 or 90% of the market. But if it's split up among 5-6 people, then there's room for you to intrude in the positive sense.
Definitely, yeah. And if we see a product and there's only 2 sellers making a boatload of money, I don't want to sell that product on it. Like, I'm just not interested in that. We want to get the lowest hanging fruit first. But also on the other side of it, going back to what you said about being a better marketing or being a better marketer, or I think you said marketing better, you said. But the point is that, and Mike and I say it all the time, and it might come off wrong sometimes. It's not boasting or bragging, but we know how to market. And that's why we've always been so successful online with whatever it is we're promoting. And so we know, as long as there's a market for a product, that in this case, it's always physical products. We come from also the world of digital products as well. We've done a lot of different things online, but everything has always worked because of our ability to market. We know how to identify a niche, how to identify what people want. So for example, they want diet pills. That's common sense. We know there are people looking for diet pills. So that might not be the best example, but then we know, as marketers, we know how to get in front of those people looking for diet pills. So it doesn't matter how competitive it is, because we know how to get in front of those people. It's like, and just what I used to do back in the day when I used to do SEO for local businesses. I can't tell you how many local businesses would say, like I'd have a dentist, for example, and he'd say, this dentist over here, he's a horrible dentist. I don't understand how he's beating me and how he's not even a good dentist. He does a horrible job. He's all about money. He doesn't even care about his patients. I truly care. Like, I'm the best dentist, but he's beating me. And it's the reason he's beating you is because he's a better marketer. He has a better marketing plan to get customers in. And that's unfortunately just how it is. But if you want to have a long-term business, you don't just want to be a good marketer. You want to have a good product as well. So that way it's sustainable and it lasts long-term. So for us, that's why we also teach you guys how to market. That's why we teach you how to rank on Google, how to rank on YouTube, how to leverage social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, how to leverage influencers, how to leverage paid advertising, doing pay-per-click. Because if you could learn those skills and you know how to market, you don't have to worry about anything. As long as there are people looking for what it is you're selling, we could show you how to get in front of those people. So competition really doesn't matter. You want to make sure that there is competition. If there isn't, I would avoid the niche. I only embrace a niche if it's competitive.
Because look, it's what it is basic economics. If there's a demand for a product, then the supply is going to materialize on Amazon. If there is no demand, then there'll be one or two guys selling, 20, 30 units a month, and that's all it's going to be. So, that's why you want to see a healthy competitive landscape for any particular product, because that's going to tell you that the demand for the product is there. And if you get the product if you get in on that product when it's relatively new to the market or it's been recently introduced and the demand keeps going up, then you're just naturally going to get a portion of those sales if you do everything right.
Exactly. And if you guys feel that you want to improve your marketing, if everything's making sense and you're thinking, yeah, okay, after listening to these episodes, I feel good about finding products, sourcing products, but I still don't have the marketing piece figured out. Well, we have you covered on that too. And I would just highly encourage you to go and download our free video report at amazonsecrets.net, and you can get the video report for free. And there is literally no sales pitch. There will be an application if you guys want to apply for our training, and that's only because we don't just take anyone on. There's absolutely nowhere for you to buy anything on our website, but we will give you our free video report. It'll give you everything you need. It lays out all the steps. And when it comes to marketing, again, it's not to brag or boast, but we're pretty decent when it comes to marketing. Even the podcast. I mean, the reason we have 2 top podcasts, the reason our videos that we uploaded 4 years ago are still number 1 on YouTube. The videos we uploaded 60 days ago are still top 5 on, we have the marketing figured out. And so if you need help with your marketing, we have the solution for you. And just go to amazonsecrets.net and we'll make you stand out from the competition so that you can compete in whatever niche it is that you desire to compete in.
It's so important. Yeah. amazonsecrets.net. That's the place to go. Nobody asks you for any money. Everything you need to succeed is right there. And if you want to take it to the next level, take it to the next level, but nobody's going to be pressuring you. Hey, Matt, it's always great talking with you. I always learned so much about digital marketing and selling on Amazon. I'm looking forward to the next time.
Likewise. See you soon, Kerry.
FSN Radio. It's all about what's next. Go to financialsurvivalnetwork.com and sign up for your free weekly newsletter. You'll also get 3 free reports. The Financial Survival Network. It's all about what's next.